Hi guys, it's Sam. I'm just jumping on to set up my January planners and wanted to share them with you before I got into them. If you've seen my 2023 kind of plans, you'll know that these are not new planners. These are old ones from last year. I just don't want to be spending a load on new planners, and I did not use these. So I used a couple of spreads and didn't use them. So I'm just going to reuse my old ones. It is already the 1st of January, so happy new year. But I only decided that I was going to get back into YouTube. Well, no, I decided ages ago I wanted to. I only got kind of my act together and got it sorted over Christmas, so I am behind setting everything up. So I've been sharing my Cocoa Daisy, my daily journals, setting those up, and now these are my kind of functional, practical planners that I need to set up for January. I don't go back to work till the 3rd, so I just need to have these set up for then. I'm going to use the classic size Happy Planner for my work planner because it's easier to carry, and then I've got a big for kind of my catch-all and at home. Is that just about fitting into the view? Zoom out a little bit. Thing is, if I zoom out, you see all the side of the table, so apologies guys, we'll just have to do with that because the big doesn't quite fit in. But I didn't use these enough, anywhere near enough. I think I just wasn't in my groove. I didn't know what I wanted to do with them, how I wanted to use them. So now I've had a bit of time to think about it. I've played around with a few things, think I'm set. So we're going to set up my classic first, although they're both in pretty much the same situation. So you can see I've not even put my name on this. I've not used these kind of yearly overviews. This was a 2021-22 planner, and I've not used anything in here. I don't think I did. No, nothing in here. So I can't remember when I got it. I didn't get it at the beginning, so there you go. I got it in August. So there's a couple of things in there, a couple of meetings, a couple of blank spreads. That's my first attempt. This is like still post-it notes and things about ideas of what I might do. A couple of spreads, and then it just peters out again. There's just nothing. So I think at this point I just liked playing with the stickers. So again, I've got a couple of spreads, but there's nothing on them. Oh, that one's got some writing on, and that's got a tiny bit, but it just, again, peters out. So these luckily are 18-month planners. So they start in July, as you saw, and I think by December, there you go. I quite like that spread, but I didn't use it. I did use one. There we go. I used 1, 2, 3 weeks. So I was getting into my groove. Oh, then I stopped using it. And then actually from January, so the last week over New Year, I did nothing. Again, really like the spread, but didn't use it. I set something up for January, kind of intentions and resolutions page, didn't fill it in. And then from January onwards, I have not filled anything in. So I've put stickers in for January. So there are spreads, but I haven't put any text on any of them. And then from February, the journal is completely blank. So there's nothing in from February onwards. Oh, apart from one lonely Valentine's spread, but I can promise you the rest of it is just blank journal. So I am gonna just reuse it. In January, I'm gonna be sharing my plan with you, but they're gonna be using existing spreads I'll just have to adapt and tinker with. But then from February onwards, like I said, blank journal. So I'll be able to do proper plan with me's from then. But I just wanted to come on and show you how I'm going to reuse this one, because obviously it doesn't start at the right day. Everything's out of sync with the days and the dates, and it's just a bit of a mess. So I mean, it's slightly easier for me because it's an 18-month one, so I can take out the first 6 months, no problem. What do I do with these, do you think? Do I keep those? No, I'm not going to use it. So I'm going to take out this first section, which is these pages, because these are going to be a real pain to redate, because even if I redate them, I did think about this, if I redate them so that the days are correct, obviously you want to start with number 1, there's no more room at the bottom, so it ends at 31. I can change where it's got like the days of the week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, but the weekends are still going to be the wrong colour, so it's still going to annoy me. So I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to do with those yet. I might keep one. So again, it's 18 months, so I can get rid of July, August, September. I kind of want to keep a year's worth, but I have no idea how I'm going to redate those. So I'm going to have a think about that one. So what I'm going to do is stick those first 2 pages together. So when you open the journal, you're going to get my name page, and then it's going to open at January, February, March, April, May, June, and then all the way to December. But like I said, I'm going to have to do something about these, because, so let's take this as an example. So January, the 1st is a Sunday, and then the 2nd is a Monday. So I can change the dates down the side, but it's going to show the Monday as highlighted. So the Sunday, Monday is going to be highlighted. So that's, I know that that's going to confuse me because in my head, that's the week and that's the weekend. So I'm going to have to kind of recolor it somehow. Maybe boxes, or I might have to reprint these pages. Either way, I'm leaving just the 12 months in for now, getting rid of 6 months worth. And then I'm going to get rid of, well, I'm not getting rid entirely, but I'm going to pull out all of these months that I've not used. So that's July gone. Just a quick flick. So that is completely empty months. So I'll just keep those as spare pages. August. Okay, so where there is bits of journaling, I've not done my project life yet for these weeks. I know I'm really behind. It's a whole other video, but I'm going to put those in with my project life just so that I've got the journaling, so that it gives me a bit of a prompt of what I was doing in those weeks, just in case. Also, by doing this, frees up tons of space in my journal, so I can add a load of extra things in. November. I love the dividers as well, so I might have to go through and just see which dividers I want. So, January, we're starting at now. Oh, hang on, let me get the last page. There we go, that I tore out, because that is the January currently page, which I still want, but I'm just going to use that for this year. So, I might have to stick those two together. So I'm going to, right, stick those two together. So now what we've got, we're going to have my name on there, then it's going to open at these, which I will have to redate, and then another page, that's a full year. Then I'm going to stick those together. So you've got my January, which is not, oh, it says 2022 underneath there. I'll stick a washi strip or something to underline the January, because you can barely see that anyway. You can barely see it. So I can fill all that in with my January resolutions, which leaves me with this spread for, which will now be January 2023, even though it's all it says there is 2022, but the rest of it hasn't got the year on. So all I need to do, the quickest way for me to do this actually is to change the day and keep the dates the same. Now that only works because this is a Sunday start and I prefer a Monday start anyway. So if I keep the numbers in the right box, so this year the 2nd is a Monday, on here it's a Sunday. So if I just change the headers, hopefully you can see that okay. Let me try and zoom in a little bit because we're in the smaller one. There we go. Is that better? Hopefully that's better. So if I just change the headers, the dates are in the right place. So perfect. This sticker book I absolutely love. So this is the Encourager. This is a bit of an old one now, I think, but I still absolutely love it. And I just need some boxes to change those top ones. Must be some, oh, those ones are quite cool. Could use those. Is that all? Is that probably the best option? Probably. Yeah, definitely. Okay, so if I use these arrows, how am I going to do it? So it's purples and greens. So I've got 4 purple and green. Did I see some more? 5, 6, and a gold one maybe? 7? Yeah, let's do that. So I don't like the gold to be in the beginning, but I can just re-sticker these and then I can just write in the days. So we are good to go. My handwriting is not the neatest. My sticking is not the neatest, but it's really not the end of the world. So I don't mind. It's, oh, that's, okay. I say I don't mind, then stick one that's completely off kilter. I don't mind within reason. There we go. Where's the other 4? Here we go. So let's go with the darker purple. There we go. This is just going to be so much easier and I don't have to buy an entire new journal. Planner. I can just use this one. It's perfect. Stick the last 2 in. 1 and 2. I am going to move that gold one for anyone who's going, that's way off. I am going to move it because it's, you're right, it's way off. Stick, stick, stick. It's not playing with me, that one. Okay, that heart just fits. This gold one is way off. So there we go. Still way off. Wasn't in the middle. Okay, that's better. So now I've got all new headers, so I can write Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And then that makes sense because the New Year's Day this year is on a Sunday and then the 2nd is a Monday. So that all works and I can use this now to fill in my days of the week. I think there are a couple of extra days when I've got things going on. So the 3rd I start back at work. So what have we got? Just having a little look through here, see what we've got to say that I am going back to work. Oh, something fun. I do like these. I do like these sticker books. Let's have a look. Errands, brilliant ideas, do this later. Maybe just the today. Oh, there's a today next to it. Maybe not a today one then. Today, to do. Let's find something else. There must be something cool. How's everyone else doing? Has the new year been good? Are you back at work already? I know some people are. My hubby's already back at work. He's back at work on Boxing Day. So, and I'm well aware that not everyone gets a nice long holiday, but I hope you've had a nice time anyway. So, hope you've had a lovely Christmas, Happy New Year, and you are more up to date with your planner than I am, because I really am not anywhere near where I need to be. There's not really like a back to worky type of sticker, which is not good. Okay, we're just going to go with a today and not care that there's two, or just get a plain box. No, there isn't a plain box. There isn't a plain one. Okay, today it is. Unless we go with colourful boxes. No, it's fine. We're going to go with a gold today on the 3rd because it's fine, and I'm just going to stagger it slightly higher than the one to the side of it. I'm totally fine with that. So today I go back to work on the 3rd. We've got a nice meal on the 2nd. I'll just write that in. On the 4th, my little one starts nursery, so that's perfect. There's already a box on there. I don't think there's anything else scheduled. I think when I did this last year, I had a meeting put in there, which I don't now, but that's fine. We can use a box. So that is me all set up for my monthly layout, and then I'm going to do the same thing on the weekly, and on here I just need to change the dates. So happy to keep Monday start through to Sunday. Love this rainbow spread. Was gutted I didn't actually use it, useless, but I have found in colourful boxes. I don't know which version, it just says colourful boxes. I know they've done loads of these, but I found these hexagons, so I'm just going to cover up the date with those, and they've got every colour as well, which is perfect. So I'm just going to cover up the number, and then again I can write it in. So it's just so much easier to redate it rather than start the whole thing again. Let's go with that pink, or the hot pink? No, the pale pink. Pale pink. So what do you guys prefer as well? I'd love to know. So I'm thinking of doing some kind of plan with me type videos, but I don't know whether you want me to actually do it with you, like now, which is taking ages, or whether you just want to see it at the end. So you'd rather I just kind of did it off camera and then did like maybe a flip through. Gosh, put my teeth back in. Or whether you actually want me to do it with you. Would you prefer the longer videos, the shorter videos? Don't know. Let me know. As you know, I'm just newly back to YouTube, so you guys tell me what you prefer, because it's been quite a long time. So any comments would be good. Let me know what to do for the best. So there's the red one. So I just need a blue and a purple. That's a bit of a tealy colour, that one, isn't it? They've got a better blue. Oh, there's the purple. Got some nice purples. Let's go with the darker one, I think. Quite like the darker one. And then I just need a blue. I've got a nicer blue. Like I said, the last one was a bit teal. Oh, here's a brighter blue, which they don't have hexagons of. They must have, because I definitely saw a blue, because I checked and said they've got all the colours, unless it was that tealy page and I just thought I could use one of those. Yeah, must have been one of these. That's fine, we can go with this paler blue. I think that's totally fine. Yep, that's all good. Oh, it'd be better if it covered the number, wouldn't it? Goodness me. Come on, you have to move you up a tiny touch. There we go. Okay, so I've got dots all across the top, so I can just renumber these from the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and my spread's good to go. I'm just, honestly, you know when you sit and look at something for ages, I was looking at these thinking, surely I can reuse these, surely I can rejig them. And for some reason, mine just went completely blank. And I was so pleased when I realised it was so simple, because it saved me buying a whole new planner. And like I said, this one I've not used all year, so I can get all my use out of it and share some plan with me's with you. So, and by taking out 6 months, I've got loads of extra space on the ring, so I can add a load of stuff. So I'm so happy with this. I'm gonna use this one for my work planner. It's so skinny now, so skinny. And then I'm gonna do the same thing in my big, but I'm gonna use that for my personal planner, like for my home catch-all. So, oh gosh, this one's giant. Sorry, let me zoom out a little bit. Which, like I said, sorry, that means you're going to see the tripod, but there's not much I can do about that. So same thing again. So I want to keep these, but I don't want so many of them. So I'm going to stick those together. I'm not actually bothered about these pages. I don't really use them. So stick those together so that it starts with January, February, March. Again, I'll have to redate and recolour the boxes somehow, but I will figure that out later. And then I need to get rid of my... This is exactly the same position. I've got spreads with nothing on them. I am going to keep these to one side though, because I'm redating them anyway. If I decide I want to use one of these spreads, I'll just use it. I'll just redate it and stick it in. So I am going to keep these to one side. I'm not getting rid of anything because obviously we're crafters. So that means we're also hoarders. I'm going to just put that out there as a general sweeping statement. But if anyone manages to do this crafting hobby without having a huge hoard, let me know, because I think I need some hints and tips, because I just keep everything that could possibly be useful at some point. Honestly, it's terrible, isn't it? Right, there we go. So January, oh, so I just want the last page. Oh, see, I like that one because I want the currently for January. So I can, again, set my intentions, get planned, and again, I'll stick those two together. So when you open it up, you'll have... if it wants to open, doesn't want to open. So you'll have my name on there when I decide to write it. And then you'll have these kind of overviews. There was two there, wasn't there? Here we go, January and then to December. And then I will stick those two together and give you January currently page. I'll just put a big sticker over that. That's not a problem. And then we start in January. It's not 2022. Oh, I didn't cover that in the other one. I'll get some washi and cover that. So again, just need to change the headers because it's different days. And I did find, what did I find? I've got a little stash here. So this, again, is the Year to Shine book that I've already used in here. And I managed to find these. Now, I mean, the gorgeous colours, the pink, peach and green are on this spread. It's like a navy. It looks black on the camera, but it's navy blue. That's not really on the spread, so I'm not going to use that one. So I'm going to grab the... colourful boxes. Again, it's a different colourful boxes than the last one though, whichever that one is. Sorry guys, they should really give them different names, but they've got just gold boxes. So I'm just going to put a couple of the smallest, these small gold boxes in between. So I've got 3 of those, so I need 4 of these. So I can just re-day them. It's not really redating, is it? Because it's not the date I'm changing. It's the day, so I'm going to just change all the days on here. Just exactly the same way as I did in the classic one. And then I'm all good to go for January. And that's probably the fastest I've ever set up a planner, because I actually did most of the work last year with all the spreads and I'm just reusing it. But that's quite nice because I've got all my spreads done for January. So it just means I can kind of enjoy it for January and just do the bits that I need to do and then kind of get back into the swing of it and start using it properly in February. So I'm quite pleased with that, really. There we go. And I could have put white out underneath these to hide the text, but I'm really not bothered. I think once you've written on them, can't really tell. So, and it's only me that looks at it. And if I'm not bothered, then that's all that matters really, because it's only me using it. So let's shove that out the way. Let's have a quick look and see if there's something to cover 2022. I don't get why they put those in the planners, to be honest, because it says it on the front, so I know what year I'm in. Well, I don't know, might be having a long day, but usually I know what year I'm in, so I don't really need the date on the inside. Oh, those would have been perfect, those long ones. Oh, there we go. Oh, it's navy blue though. I said it's not got any navy blue on here. It's typical, it's not going to have one that's going to do it now, is it? Sorry guys, kicking the tripod. Let's have a little look. Have we got anything? Oh, they'll do. Flowers, florals. These are the pages in the front that I've pulled out. Or the peachy stripes. Let's have a look. So I think the peachy stripes might win it, you know, because there's kind of these stripes over here, so I feel like that matches more than the flowers. Let's get them on there. Let's get those covering up 2022. Please cover 2022. Yes, it does. Look at that, like it was made for it. So I've got a little peachy stripe up there, so I can put what I want up there, and I might as well do the same. Should I do it on that side or that side? This side, I think, just to pull that across. Can you see me there? You can. Just to tie that into down the bottom as well, so that it makes a bit more sense. And that's it, done. Again, yeah. Just need to write my days in there and then we're all good. So if I start on a Monday, like I said, Monday is a 2nd, so it all works fine. This is going to be my big catch-all, so I don't need to put in like appointment days for like when I'm back to work and stuff. I will write it, but I don't need a big box highlighting it because the priorities in this is family, friends, home, all of that stuff. So I need to have a look at my notes on my phone and see when I've kind of put in dates to meet up with people, and I'll fill that in then. I don't even know if I've got any dates this year. Honestly, I might not have anything planned for January. I might have left it quiet. And then this one, we need to do the same with the dates. Keep the days, change the dates. And this spread, which I really like actually, was done with the Sophisticated Florals palette. And there is these, which are perfect, like little circles, which fit perfectly. So I'm just going to cover the numbers with those. And then I can redate these. How easy is this? One of the things I absolutely love about Cocoa Daisy. Oh, start again, Sammy, about Happy Planner. I've just been working in my Cocoa Daisy as well. I don't want the pink, I don't think there's any pink on the spread, so I'm gonna try and avoid pink. Sorry, yeah, I was just working at my Cocoa Daisy because that's my daily journal. So I've just been out with my mum today, because obviously it's the 1st of January. So we've been for a nice walk, get some fresh air, blow the cobwebs away a little bit before we go back to school, work, everything else. I'm gonna have to use a pink, which is kind of annoying. So let me move you because there's not enough of the other colours. So let me move you up one. Also, these are sticking off the top a bit, but that's totally fine because I'm just gonna trim the top. So I put the pink kind of in the middle, but that means there's no pink on the spread. So that's a bit annoying. I'm gonna go grey there, and I'm gonna go a black one there, and then I'll put the dates numbers in there. So that pink now to me stands out like a sore thumb, so I'm gonna have to get some pink in elsewhere. So what can we do here? So there's a pink like speech bubble, which might be nice. Let's put one of those in. About down here where we've got this kind of gap, a bit of a gap there. We could put kind of a quote or a yeah, I'm okay with that. It overlaps there and that's totally fine with me. I was just wondering about that bit, but it's fine. It's just the end of a leaf. It looks like it's disappearing behind there. Do we need some more pink? Are they standing out? I feel like it needs something kind of over here now, don't we? So let's have a little look. What have we got? And also we've got circles everywhere on the top now and no circles on the page. Do we mind? I don't think I mind that so much, but I do mind the pink. So let's see what we've got. Oh, we've got just pink boxes. Let's get a couple of those on. Where can we put you? Let's have a little look. I want them on this side. I think maybe under there. There's already a box that size. If I just match that one, I think. There we go. Get that one in. How's that looking? Is that looking balanced? It's looking better. It's looking better. Let's have a little look what else we've got. Anything else pinky? Not really. I'm not a fan of these, I'm not gonna lie. I've used them on occasion, but not a big fan of those ones. What about a quote or something? Not much pink. No, I think we might be it for pink, which is fine. If it is, then it's fine. What about these? Tick boxy ones. No, they're a bit spiky. Everything else is kind of nice flowing florals, and then I don't really want a big spiky one. So there are some pink, quite like that remember. Is there somewhere, let's move you up. Is there somewhere I could put that? Let's have a look. Hey. Let's have a little look. Let's take it off and play with it a bit. So it could go there. How do I feel about that? How do I feel about that? I think that's a decent spot for it, but then I still feel like it needs something pink up here. But I think that's easy enough to do, unless that goes down here or up here. Where do we want the pink thing? Still feel like there is more balanced, so let's go here. And again, I'm going to overlap one of the other boxes that are already there and just finish it shy of those two flowers that are there. So it's overlapping that box, but I'm good with that. Do need something down here, and I feel like I need a circle. So, let's have a little look. What have we got? We've got these. What about a pink circle? There. Let's go there. Pink circle there. Oh, no. Why do they do that? They just jump on the page, don't they? Crazy things. Right, how about there? Because I feel like that ties in with the ones across the top, and now I feel like it needs one down here. So I am going to put a pink circle down here, and I have no idea what I'm putting in there. But it's going to need something, a little dot or a note, because now I feel like the circles go around the edge a bit better. I think I'm happy with that. Does it need a pink up here? I think it might do. This is what happens when you start adding and tinkering. You could just never stop. It gets a bit dangerous. You could just keep going forever. I think maybe just a couple or one pink box is needed to balance it out, maybe on the Sunday. How's that looking? I think that's okay. I think I'm good with that. This side is much more stickery than this side, but I'm good with that because I will add things as I'm actually journaling in it and writing in it, and I'll add like quotes and words and bits and pieces like that. So that is fine with me. So I'm all good. So I'm good to go for January. So I've got my monthly spread all done. I'm gonna flick back, and my first weekly spreads in both my big catch-all planner and my work planner, which is here as well. So hopefully you enjoyed that, guys. I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna try and do weekly or whenever I can plan with me's. Let me know if you've got a preference for the classic or the big, otherwise I'll just mix it up, I guess, as we go through. And yeah, thank you for joining me back on YouTube. See ya, bye.